Howdy everyone. Today I have an eMachines eTower 633IS. It's actually been a little while since I've done a video because I've been pretty busy lately, but I've actually found a couple of interesting PCs lately, but this one is actually ready to go in terms of looking at it. Right here is an old Pentium 3 machine that I would like to get to. This has I think a 500 megahertz Pentium 3 or 600 megahertz. I don't actually remember, but one of the two. And originally had some ATI Rage XL card. I think it was a 128, but I replaced it with an ATI Radeon 9200. We will get to that soon. But today I want to look at this eMachines tower. If I can lift it up, I'll show you the sticker on the front. It is an eTower 633IS with a 633 megahertz Intel Celeron, a 10 gigabyte hard drive, a modem, and a couple of Ethernet cards for some reason. And this does not have the original disk drive. Unfortunately, that one failed, so I replaced it with a brand new one I happen to have. I have the box right here. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But more importantly, this does not have 32 megabytes of RAM. This has 128 megabytes, suggesting that this was upgraded at some point. It also does not have Windows ME on it. Windows ME, I guess, is how they wanted you to pronounce it, but this does not have that OS anyways. This has Windows 2000 on it, which means that this was almost certainly upgraded. And checking the files on it earlier, I think this was probably upgraded around 2004, 2005. How they made 32 megabytes of RAM work for that long is nothing short of impressive, but I think it's probably worth trying to turn it on. So let's get it on. Annoyingly, this PC likes to turn itself on when you plug it in initially, but I turned it off and now it's back on. So let this boot. It actually takes more than a little while for it to boot, annoyingly, and we have we have good old artifacts showing up on the camera, but not with my eyes. It's just how CRTs record. I think we're at 60 hertz right now, which is nice. Check date and time settings. All right, let's set this up. Apparently it's 8:30. Let's enter the time. That's not how you enter the time. Good enough. Let's just say it's September 21st. So that it works properly. But yeah, as you can see, a 10 gigabyte hard drive, the CD drive I just installed, a 633 megahertz Celeron, and 128 megabytes of RAM, and 128 kilobytes of cache on the CPU, which means that this is very obviously a speed demon. I think that's all good though. Quick boot mode. Can I exit? Yes, I can. Let's save changes. And let's see how fast this speed demon boots. It's not going to be very fast. I've already used this machine a couple of times already, and this needs to be wiped. Thankfully, I actually have a Windows ME CD right here that I ripped a few days ago. I meant to actually put it on this, but I don't want to wipe the hard drive because there's stuff I need to pull off of it. But that's not happening right now, for the time being. Another note, I have a new laptop, a Lenovo LOQ 15.6, I think it's called, AMD. Which means this has an AMD Ryzen 7 7840HS, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050, and because I actually upgraded it, 32 gigabytes of 200 megahertz RAM, that's right, it is 5200, and two SSDs, a 512 gigabyte one and a 1 terabyte one. That's not the SSD, there we go. I disabled the dedicated GPU for now because I don't need it. I should probably turn it back on, but Windows is starting up. I am so sorry to you guys. I forgot this was at 85 hertz. Let's see how this sounds. Loud. All right, why am I trying to use my mouse on my thigh? That's a terrible idea. Let's put my keyboard on my lap. That'll actually work a lot better. And to spare you the suffering of this, oh. Why am I using this keyboard? This is a bad idea. I should use something with a Windows key on it. But I have to wait for Windows 2000. Thank you, Yahoo Messenger. What the hell was that? Problem with shortcut. Forgetmenot.inc. Aye, Captain. Will it recognize the mouse? Can't find the keyboard. Yeah, it's right here. I don't know what that is. Shortcut to Big Smile. That's my favorite shortcut. Let's find my other mouse real quick. This is gonna take too long. Oh, hey, it's actually recognizing it. And yeah, this is a big part of why I'm gonna try reinstalling an OS on here, because this machine is messed up. You may not have noticed, but this has LimeWire on it. This really is a machine of the 2000s. You know it is when it has LimeWire on it, whenever it actually updates or wants to update. Let's see if I can make that flickering less insufferable on camera. No. Not unless I focus on something else. Remove all threats now. Continue unprotected. And it's still trying to recognize the... Oh. Is it going to? It's trying. It's trying. Come on. Yeah, I'm trying to use my Corsair Saber RGB, whatever the hell it's called, wireless something mouse that I usually use for my desktop. It's one of the only mice I've ever had that actually fits my hand properly. Everything's either way too small or awkward for my pinky. Yep, that's how it goes with mice for me. I'm unfortunately very picky with them, and that's because I have to be. Okay, I'm just as annoyed with the flickering as you are, so I'll just keep it on the keyboard for now. We can just stare at this. I've mentioned this keyboard before, I think, but this is a Focus 2001 without the Windows key. It has ALP switches of some kind. I'm not too knowledgeable on vintage keyboards. It's from 1992, I think. Yeah, made in Taiwan, which you might not be able to see because it's on focus. There we go. Come on. Oh, well, there's a mouse cursor, which means we're getting somewhere. There we go. Come on. Oh. I think something just locked up. That's not good. It's the first time this is locked up on me. Oh, there we go. This is so damn slow that it took like 30 seconds for it to register what was trying to go on. Already well over the amount of RAM this computer even has. 180 megabytes, about there. The majority of this is, oh, wow, we only have like 3 megabytes of RAM available. That is terrible. If I can get that focused in, yeah, it can't. It's just so flickery, and unfortunately, it's still not wanting to like my mice. Come on. USB human interface device. Come on. This is a lot slower than I want it to be. So I'll probably just go plug in my other mouse that I know works on this. It's not gonna find new hardware with this one because I've already used it. This is my old Corsair Saber RGB. I think I got it in late 2016. back when I was using an AMD FX 4100 and a Sapphire DualX Radeon HD 7850 on my desktop, which is actually surprisingly potent for its day. Come on. Is it gonna recognize this mouse? I know it can because I've used it. There we go. Okay, can we close that out? And it's taken about 6 years because we are tapped out in terms of... Oh my god. Oh man, that is slow. Yeah, we're not testing any games on this because this is struggling just running Windows 2000. And I have no idea what this is doing. There we go. Come on. Can I get to the control panel? What processes are destroying this? Oh my god, LimeWire, please. Bye. Yes. Oh wow, now this is so much faster. Now that we aren't tapping out all 128 megabytes of RAM. But let's get this to 60 hertz because this is a very painful experience even for me. And I'm someone who can suffer through desktop flicker. I'd leave it 85 hertz if I was just using it myself, but come on. I think the hard drive is being tapped out by something. I don't know what, but we'll find that out later. We have 60 megabytes or so, less than that, because control panels take about 6 years to load. Come on. Come on. Like half this video is going to be out of focus at this rate. Oh, this is Java. I'd say we could try Minecraft, but that's not going to work well, is it? 60 hertz. Yes, I know. And that is so much better. My other mouse now works, so I will unplug the old Saber RGB and bring out the new one. And if I can get the flash drive, let's see if that works here. Come on. Is that the wrong way? It always is. I plan on getting Windows ME installed back on this because, frankly, it would just be kind of interesting to have a Windows ME machine. Not that it'd be necessary in this case, but it would be cool. Frankly, Windows 98 machine would probably be more useful, as I could use a DOS machine, and Windows ME is not particularly friendly with that, if that's your goal. Windows 2000, okay, I can't read that yet. I need to adjust the screen on this. Exit vertical. Let's see. That should work. Oh, I guess I might have to restart this to use a flash drive. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Oh well. Let it restart and we'll see how long it takes to boot. These Dell speakers get pretty loud. I bought these at a thrift store quite a while ago, like a year and a half or so. I forget why I bought them specifically, but they've come in handy more than I thought they would. They're the 2.1 channel speakers that Dell threw with everything, or Dell sold with everything, and there's a burnt-in Windows on that screen. No idea where that comes from. It's booting. Press any key to continue. Well, I didn't need to. I should probably clean this monitor at some point. I got it a little while ago, and I never bothered to clean it. It's better than the other CRT I have, so it's gonna stay here for now. see. Okay, this only goes so far. Ta-da! Built on NT technology. I'm sure it is. Well, actually, it was. But they didn't want you to call it a Windows NT based OS. It was Windows 2000. Which I actually quite like as an OS. It's surprisingly snappy on a decent system with RAM. Oh yeah, this also defaulted to the Windows 95 startup theme for some reason. Not really sure why. And here we go. This is all the crap that was on the desktop or is on the desktop still. And we're gonna get error messages up the nose, which means I need to grab the keyboard again and regret everything. Forget me not. Yes, you can't find the keyboard even though it's right on my lap. Okay, can we get that back in focus? Goodbye, IA Pro. Where's LimeWire? Stop it from memory leaking the hell out of this PC. And we apparently only have 29 megabytes of RAM left now. For what? I don't know. But we have iTunes on here. We also have Real Player, but who cares about that? It's all about iTunes 4 and LimeWire 4. Those were the good old days. Days I don't remember because this desktop is only slightly younger than I am. But this is what they have on here, apparently. That's what they might have had at some point. Let's throw a CD in here and let's see how this burns. This will be fun because I get to figure out if the disk drive actually works. Alright. I've actually used this CD before, but now I'm using it to test out a disk drive instead of speakers because these speakers are pretty good. Enough to where it'll probably get this video flagged if music gets played in it. Although I suspect something's going to try to play with it. Well, it can't access Grace Note, so it's time to file information in manually like it's the 2000s. 744 megabytes? Sheesh. Control A so we can add information. Just let's see, there's a slightly better way of me actually being able to do this. This looks terrible. No, I don't want to scratch my screen up, so I'm not propping a cooler up on it. Okay, I think this PC is... Oh, I have some RAM left over. I'm just not sure why. Get in. Yes. Okay. Oh, man. It's been a while since I've seen iTunes look like that. Looks a lot more modern. It runs like crap on modern desktops. Which is sad, but such is life with iTunes. But if I can file this information and get this, there we go. Let's get some information. All right, grouping, composer, beats per minute. Grouping, no grouping, part of a compilation, equalizer preset, artwork. This might actually be removable disk. Will it load? That is the question. Hey, there's a little tiny thumbnail of it right there. Sophistication. 101, because that's the American version of this CD. Alright, let's add more info. Go through all the tracks so I can at least see if this plays properly or rips properly. this looks terrible. I really wish I had a better way to do this. I might. And yes, I'm using an AMD Radeon R9 Nano as a phone prop. That used to be in one of my PCs for a little bit until I replaced it with an Intel Arc A750. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if I keep it that way because it doesn't seem to really like that A750 and it keeps falling. Damn it. I think that's as good as that's getting. No, we're not copying. Alright. Let's see how fast I can type. I might have to edit a lot of this. We'll see. Oh god, do I really remember this album's tracks off my top of my head? I guess I do because I just listened to this album all day. Or in my car when I was driving today, rather. Alright. Already got track 5, which... There we go. There we go. There we go. I like this keyboard a lot, actually. I would be using it on my desktop if it wasn't for the fact that I don't have a Windows key or any media keys, which is something that I really can't give up on my desktop anymore. It's so nice to have them. All right, we're already over halfway done with this album. See how fast it rips the CD. Let's look at the CD cover real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, there we go. Ah. So you spell it? Yes, it is. Yay! I can spell. All right. Now we're at the bonus tracks, which was quite quick. All right. Almost there. Oh my god, I actually got all the information in right, and almost without having to look at the cover art either, or rather the back of the cover art. Oh my god, this is so slow. This really is this really is iTunes. Not much has changed. Let's make sure all the import options are correct. Advanced importing, come on. That's what I like to see. Play songs while importing. Not on this desktop we are. Oh my god. This is slow. Oh, there we go. It's doing it. It's doing it. It's actually importing, and I'm surprised the CD drive just worked out of the box. Oh, that's gonna take a while. So let's find something else to do with this desktop while we wait. Let's see what they have in Internet Explorer on a machine that's not connected to the internet, and I will never connect this one to the internet, at least with this installation of Windows 2000 on it. Good lord, it needs help. Cannot find server. Yeah, that's because it's not connected to anything. I should look at device manager, see what... Let's see their browser history. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of church stuff because the prior owner of this, I think they were a pastor, or they worked at some Bible school or something. Apparently we can go to Fox News on here. Well, we would if it was 2005. It's 2023, despite what the clock says. Well, there we go. Oh, it was night. Okay, there we go. SSL 2.0. Oh man, that is slow. Alright, what kind of programs do we have on here? Stuff for printer we don't have. Stuff for a lot of things we don't have actually. Do we have... Ah, damn it, we don't... Ah, man, we don't have 3D pinball on here, and I said half this video is going to be out of focus. What the... Oh my god. Why is it actually playing the... Oh, that's why, because it has that little thing checked. Oh, that volume's all the way down. Is it because of this? I don't think it is. Wow. Oh, that's a little wavy. Let's see. Why is it doing that? Mare reduction. Exit. Degas. We will see how that looks on camera. Ooh. Spicy. Alright, we can exit this menu now. And, oh my god. We're actually CPU bound. I guess encoding AAC audio isn't particularly easy. Especially on this poor Celeron with less cash than whatever you have in my wallet. I guess that's the way to put it. Boom Boom Pow, Black Eyed Peas, extended version. I should have just bothered with ripping this on my laptop and then importing it, but I probably would have ripped it as what's it called? Probably just ripped it as a variable bitrate AAC track, and I don't know if that can oh yes, we have pinball. We have pinball. I will fail to play it, but I will try to play it. I've never actually listened to the music in here all that much. I've never played it with music, so we'll turn it off. We will go into full screen, and we will regret trying to play this with one hand. I think I can do it. I turned off the music. Oh no, apparently I didn't. I know what I did. I turned off the sounds, which I figured was actually the case. All right. There we go. That's the real experience of... I tilted the board already. That's... Oh god, I have to do this with Z. Oh, this is gonna be uncomfortable with my big hands. It's about the only thing this PC can do that's even remotely graphically intensive. I'm trying to play this on the camera. Well, if my phone worked accurately. And this phone has a nice camera, but I don't think it's going to save me in 3D pinball. And that looks horribly washed out. That still looks terrible. mouse cursor in the middle of the way, which is always fun. I tilted it again because my hands were not where they needed to be. That is incredibly uncomfortable. But we'll try it again because this PC is going to take about 6 years to rip a CD and AAC audio. All right, let's not tilt the board this time around. Let's actually try to play this. This is so uncomfortable. I said... Even for my big hands, this is uncomfortable. Oh my god, it's lagging playing this! This was made for Windows 95 and old Pentiums. There's no way. Just having this much trouble with this right now. I've never had anything where it actually struggles to play this. And this is too loud. This is so awkward. Okay, I've actually found a better way to play it. Oh. 9,000 points on one round. That's actually not so bad for me. I'm not particularly good at pinball, let alone this variant of it, so I'll take it. I was planning on trying to edit this video, but I don't think that's happening. I think I already ran this way too long, which I don't particularly mind you, but... Aw, damn it. Alright, back to having my hands awkwardly spaced for this. Quiet. Alright, I think we've seen enough of this PC. It was struggling trying to rip this CD while we were playing pinball. Yeah, it's struggling quite hard, so I don't really have much else to say about this. It's old, it's rather slow, even for something from 2000. 32 megabytes of RAM was not enough for the era. I cannot believe they decided to ship this with that little amount of RAM. I think even Apple went ahead and started shipping their old iMacs with 64 megabytes of RAM. And, yeah, you can see why. Because we just have iTunes and pinball open. Neither of these are particularly intensive. Actually, where's pinball here? Lexmark. Yeah, pinball is using about 1.3 megabytes of RAM. But yeah, 128 megabytes of RAM was not even a lot, but for ME, it's perfectly sufficient, I'd say. And probably for 2000 as well. Or no, I would say for 2000 as well. Unfortunately, 32 megabytes was not, especially because this has just an integrated GPU. So you would have been really struggling to do anything on this, even out of the box. But It's a bit of a charming machine, to be completely honest. I like its small form factor. It's quite a bit smaller than anything else I've had of the era. Just compare it next to that, and you see what I mean. Compare it even to an Optiplex, like a Micro ATX Mini Tower 1. You'll see what I mean. Oh my god, it's actually doing something. Oh, wow. Can it focus? Yes, it can. There we go. It's trying. But I think that's really all I have to say. This video has probably turned out quite terribly, but I hope you all enjoy it. See you in the next one.